season, so a pretty good shooting basketball team.
All right, let's take a look at the starting lineups. They're being brought to you by Jeep Grand Cherokee, and the two guards we were talking about, Shamari Pons, freshman for St. John's from nearby Jefferson High School, and Jason Augusto from Seattle's Garfield High School. Dynamic little Nate Robinson type player at 79 all time. Blackbirds at 6-3, St. John's at 5-5, and here we go. Referees, Tony Chiazza, Clarence Armstrong, and Matt Potter. St. John's coming off a blowout win against Fordham a few nights ago. Owens feeding the post. A step back. Shot no good, and a rebound. They battle for it. St. John's, a couple of guys knock each other down. Ahmed.
A little step in traffic just then. Good work there by LIU to recover on that second chance opportunity to start the game.
Here we go with LIU in the front court. Zana gets it to Augusto. And a foul. And it's going to go against Yakwe. Assume Yakwe.
Yeah, that's one of those calls that the officials have been focusing on a little bit, Dave. It's not a change, but to keep an eye on the impeding the cutters a little bit. And that was a perfect example of one.
Jerome Frank hands off to Iverson Fleming, number 3. Jason Augusto. He was a late find for Jack Perry. Dealing inside, little runner, got that friendly bounce, Jerome Frank. LIU, the Blackbirds on the board.
Frank is a guy who knows how to score, too. 16 points earlier in the season on the opener against Loyola Maryland.
And foul off the ball. Julius Van Sowers picks up the foul. He's out of the Netherlands, number 53. Here's the inbounds to Ellison. Pons has just been spectacular in his last few games. They're playing without Marcus Levitt. There's a deep jack from outside, won't go. Rebound to Zana.
Well, Pons hit 7 threes, Dave, against Fordham, so he's a guy who's really lit it up as of late, shooting the basketball at 44% on the season.
He wasn't crowding the line either. We're talking some of the shots against Fordham for a couple steps back. Augusto, contact. What do we got? Offensive foul. That'll be his first.
Just the touch out of control here as he comes around the corner. And he's looking at the official for, maybe not a direct hit just then. A little side action.
Yakwe, big man, stood in, took the blow. St. John's playing without an outstanding guard.
Well, there you go. I was going to say, most of the way they've been going around the horn with the basketball. Nobody putting it on the deck to try to go towards the basket a little bit.
There's Pons, 3-ball, got it.
See the difference there, Dave? And that was Ellison making that 1 or 2 dribbles towards the middle of the floor. It condenses the entire floor. The weak side has to help out, and you get an open shot.
Nice dump down low to Zana.
Yeah.
He's out of Kaduna in Nigeria.
Yeah, pretty high low just then, too. And he had to go a little distance, freeze off the defender and go catch the basketball to make that happen.
Hand off to Pons. Pons led Jefferson High School here in Brooklyn to the Public School Athletic League title. Ahmed tees it up from deep, rims out, rebound, goes to Frank.
And a couple of white shirts there. Good work defensively.
Iverson Fleming, yep, that's his first name named after AI. Dribble drive, stop. An attack right to the hoop. Nicely done, and the foul. Nora Zana takes it right to the hole, a 2-year starter.
Yeah, that's what you like to see early on. St. John's has blocked 74 shots on the season. But I love the fact that LIU has not been intimidated early, and they're looking to get the ball into the paint and challenge some of these shot blockers.
Yakwe picks up the foul, his second. And now they're going to sit him down, and they bring in their instant offense guy, one-time starter, Federico Musini. Musini's been outstanding coming off the bench. He had 20 and 5 against Fordham.
Yep, 7 of 9 from the field, too. So very, very effective, consistent.
Zana completes a 3-point play. LIU going to the bench. Raul Frias. He'll replace Julius Van Sowers.
I think Mussini for St. John's is a little bit more comfortable, Dave, playing at that 2 spot. He gets to roam, come off screens, and let the other younger guys run the show.
Almost a steal. Ellison feeds the post down low to Owens. Ellison thought about it. 13 on the shot clock. Ellison found the hole, takes it in, and jams it, plus the foul.
See, I think Ellison has the ability and the talent to do that pretty often against guys in the wing, and I think that's going to really help Chris Mullen and his squad in terms of being able to kick it. When he's covered, we saw him the first time kick it. Now he gets that shoulder by him, the left side of his body. See how he tucks it in front of the defender. Once you get there, then you're in control from an offensive standpoint. You got the guy riding you on your left hip. Good things will happen for you.
Scoring a little bit off from last year's, had 5 points a ball game. This year, 7 last year. Daddy, of course, Purvis Ellison led Louisville to the '86 national championship. Turning the corner, Gusto with a runner, and it goes. Nicely done there.
It almost seems like if you don't have that up the ladder shot, you can't play at any level anymore.
That's a good point. Gusto out of Seattle's Garfield High School, 2-time state champion there. Mussini, see if he can get involved in offense. Here's Ellison challenging again. Pons,
wow.
A left-hander, making it look easy.
Well, he can really shoot the basketball, but once again, I love Ellison's activity with the basketball. Twice now we've seen him set shooters up. Both times it's been Pons.
Thinking about it is Fleming, a little runner, too strong. Goes out of bounds, no, saved. Back to LIU. Turn the corner. 3 on the shot clock. Got to let it rip. And how about the big man Frink stepping outside for a 3 to knock it down?
Jersey City guy, Dave, from St. Anthony's. Bobby
Hurley, Sr., his coach. Wow, Mussini gives it up. Numbers got a 3 on none. So LIU Brooklyn, the Blackbirds, flapping their wings here at home. Campus not far from here at the Barclays Center. 6 of 7 from the field for LIU.
Yeah, I think on the way over there campus, Dave, you could stop by Junior's for some cheesecake.
My wife is telling me to try to limit those. That'd be my one for the month.
Nice save. Yeah, yes, it really was. Beautiful.
Good start here for Long Island University, Brooklyn. Are they going to leave him the shot? Takes it and makes it. An 8-0 run for LIU, and yep, Chris Mullen calls it timeout.
Man, what did Chris tell us before the game? You know, we've scouted these guys, but I know one thing. They beat
54.
Yeah, scored over 2,000 points, Pons did, in high school. And Chris Mullen, let's see what he calls here after this break. Oh, boy, a step in.
And a breakout. Good hands, get an opportunity. He'll shoot a couple. Couldn't convert. But a nice run out by Jerome Frink with a lot of help there. Nice job by Julian Batts.
You come out after a timeout, Dave, on the offensive end, and you want to see really good execution. Pretty much the first pass in the passing lane gets taken and pushed down the other way. Not exactly what you drew up on the board.
First free throw by Frink is good. 58% on the season. Leading scorer for the Blackbirds of LIU. It's 16 in Tuesday's game. Ten-point lead for LIU against St. John's. Turning the corner, Pons. Freudenberg in there, and the first touch is a good one. Richard Freudenberg out of Munich, Germany. That's his second 3 of the season. He's now 2 for 15.
Yeah, you wouldn't think a guy shooting 1 for 14 coming into the game would be that confident into his stroke early on.
Boy, Frank stepping outside. Here comes St. John's. Down 7. On the curl, Ellison. Pons, oh, that's a good matchup when you get Pons and Agosto. Feed the post with 14 on the shot clock. Owens Lefty can't finish. Ponce tips with the right. Boy, he is something else. A quick counter. Gusto, the save.
Well, good save. Yep, right in front of us with bats.
St. John's picking up the defense a little bit.
Yeah, a little more activity on the pressure on the wing.
Oh, the extra dribble might have cost him. Throws it up and it goes. Oh, my goodness. He was right where he wanted to be, took the extra dribble, and it still made it work.
You know, one of the things, too, you see LIU is continually putting the ball on the floor and trying to get it into the gut of the defense. And here, sometimes you just get lucky. You throw it up there, feel a little body, and put one up and end up getting to the line.
His offhand.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you get in that lane, throw a little shake, throw a little fake at them, and throw the ball up. You never know what's going to happen.
Frank's got 9 of the 21 for LIU Brooklyn.
Boy, nice start for LIU, huh?
He's not gotten a shot off for St. John's. There's a bump. Augusto's foul, his second. So, Jack Perry, head coach of the Blackbirds. This is a school, if you're a basketball historian, this is the school where Claire B coached 2 times, beginning back in 1931 and ending in 1951. Northeast Conference. And for you folks, you fans of a certain age, if you read the Chip Hilton Sports Series, he's the guy that wrote it.
Go.
Down low, Williams denied, but a foul on the play by Iverson Fleming.
It's one of the things I think St. John's will start to do. Start some isolations, get some guys involved down low that you take care of take advantage, I should say, of their size versus LIU on the blocks.
Foul is on Fleming, his first, team 5th. Darian Williams, transfer from San Francisco City College. City College of SF. Limited time, good trip for him. 21-15, St. John's trying to claw its way back. 7 minutes gone by. Dave Sims, Jim Spinarco with you here at Barclays Center in Brooklyn.
Chris Mullen trying to push some different buttons over there with some lineups, changing the lineups around.
That's the left-hander. A lot of lefties in this game today. Nice rebound to get it out.
And one coach in St. John's, too.
Indeed. Maybe the prettiest lefty stroke we've seen in basketball. You see him pushing the envelope. And he draws the foul. A lot of times, lefty swings in baseball are pretty. Not all lefty strokes in basketball are pretty. Mullins was.
Yep. Mullen was. They just have the knack for it.
First foul on Julian Batts. Team 6th foul on the Blackbirds. Here's Mussini. At Reggio Emilia in Italy. 10 points a year ago. Good free throw shooter, 83% this year. Ashton Bradley. He's in for Jerome Frank, has really carried LIU to this point. St. John's going to the bench. Bashir Ahmed, he comes in for Malik Ellison.
And what's interesting with Mussini, too, Dave, is that in the 5 wins that St. John's has had, he's shooting 65% from the 3-point stripe. So clearly a guy who's in a comfort zone. And you know, obviously when you're winning and things are going well, your mindset is a whole lot better than when you're losing and climbing up the ladder.
LIU trying to end a 2-game losing streak. They were down in San Antonio and lost in Incarnate Word 90-79, and then went to NC Central and lost 79-56. And foul. That's going to go against Zana. So first foul on him. There he goes, St. John's with the ball, down 21-17. 8 minutes gone by for Edinburgh. Same spot he was last time. In and out. Tough roll for him. And a rebound to Zana.
Guys got to look a shot like that. You got to keep shooting it.
Got everything but the roll there. Tough break for Fleming. Take a break. 21-17. LIU over St. John's. Back to Brooklyn in a moment. And a rebound to Zana.
Guys got to look a shot like that. You got to keep shooting it.
Got everything but the roll there. Tough break for Fleming. Take a break. 21-17. LIU over St. John's. Back to Brooklyn in a moment.
LIU, for the most part, has had very good balance, primarily because they've been driving it to the basket. LIU has, and while they're doing that, they're setting up and have balance on the floor. So that's working both ways.
Darian Williams, senior transfer from San Francisco, makes first, and 1-1 in effect right now. Next free throw's good.
Good looking shot. Looks like he's playing into some old shorts there, Dave, too, isn't he? Unless he's rolling them down. You know,
like a couple of years ago, St. John's had a kid that did that, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, they are 1980-ish.
He's rolling them. They're rolling that waistband. I like the look.
Bats. That ball tipped back to Bats. Shot clock at 10. Frank back in the game. Gonna challenge. Off balance, and he hits. What an afternoon for Jerome Frank. He's got 11.
Don't play the games at 7 o'clock at night. Play them at noon for him.
Man, oh man, impressive. Averaged 16 and 8 last year. He's 17 and 7 this year.
He was very close to an extra step on that play, too.
And then all the fellas in the neighborhood calling that one. Whoa.
Yeah, exactly. We're here all day.
You see any air balls? Might have barely got a piece of the net. LIU on the attack.
Nice look.
Fleming in traffic, couldn't finish it off.
That's a pair of shots out of the last 3 that LIU has had driving to. Oh, there's an extra step.
And wow, he's going to get the offensive foul as he couldn't slow it down. Talking about Richard Freudenberg.
So we'll take a look. Frank on the move. Hey, he didn't walk either, Dave.
That's amazing.
It just, the footwork was good, and he's slipping there, too. So it's like he's getting bounced. He's falling off balance, but still, no traveling.
He'll get marks for being arrhythmic.
Yes, exactly. I don't know what music. He's dancing like me.
Right. 23-19.
That's a visual. Just leave it at that, too.
Thank you. They leave him alone. They leave him alone and pay for it.
Very smooth, like me at weddings, Dave, when I'm dancing.
Boy, oh boy.
Fleming looking good, though, shooting 30% on the season.
Your wife and my wife are roaring right now. Is Ellison on the attack again? He had a nice jam earlier. Ahmed is back. Ellison. That's stuck.
I like this LIU defense, Dave.
Yeah, Pons is not getting a lot of touches.
No, it's St. John's just in general and not getting into their sets. It's taken them a while. You look at the shot clock right now. They only have 8 seconds to execute, which is plenty of time to get a shot off, but they are working just about every possession. Nothing easy.
Owens back in for St. John's for Freudenberg. And Raul Frias returns for LIU. They got 7 on the shot clock. Did they realize it? Pons does. Lets it fly. No. Rebound. Kept alive. And Frank comes down to it. He's been the star of the game. He's got 5 boards.
I think if you're Jack Perry and LIU, you'll take that set defensively all afternoon.
Oh, he got real close. Oh, man, nice job. Nice job in there by Tariq Owens with the denial.
Yeah, he averages just under 3 blocks, and you can see why. His quickness to the basketball.
Oh, he wanted that one badly. Bashir Ahmed going hard to the basket, draws a foul. Everybody, Tuesday, the Big East College Hoops excitement reaches a whole new level when #1 Villanova hits the court against Temple. The action tips off Tuesday night at 7 Eastern on FS1. As a proud son of Philadelphia, I know how big that Big 5 matchup is.
They had a little run with LaSalle recently, didn't they, Villanova?
Oh, they blew him out.
Yeah.
Down by about 30.
Yep.
Josh Hart yesterday against Notre Dame over Newark, 37 points. Look at that, 10 of 11 with 11 boards.
That's amazing. He's just really stepping up his game in terms of the leadership responsibilities. Notre Dame was giving them a run yesterday, and they just kind of bounced back. I like the way Villanova came back, and they don't, they have enough experience now where you shouldn't get rattled, right? With the experiences they've been through.
What a push it was last year for Jay Wright, Villanova Wildcats.
I had them early in the tournament, Dave, and you know,
Did you feel it early?
Well, you felt that they were playing so well. They were playing so well that you didn't think they could contain and continue with it and keep it up, but they did.
Ellison trying to go coast to coast, draws a foul. How about the block down low? So nice work here.
Yeah, as I mentioned earlier, they had 74 coming in, and they blocked just a little over 7 per game as a team.
Owens came in with 26 blocks on the season. There's Ellison to the line. Only 55% at the line this season. 10 team fouls for St. John's. 6-point advantage for the Blackbirds of LIU, Long Island University.
Back in for LIU Brooklyn,
So Julius Von Sowers is back. He replaces Raekwon Clark. Ellison out of Voorhees, New Jersey, just across from Philly. Another rebound for Jerome Frank. He's got 6 of them. Lets it fly way outside, a little wide right. Try to keep it alive, no, but St. John's comes away with Ahmed in a hurry, trying to get down the lane. A little block there by Van Sowers.
Yeah, fans may be saying, well, why the call out there? But if you have the basketball and you're making a move with it and the body bumps, you're going to get called defensively for those fouls all afternoon long.
Van Sowers with his second. Bashir Ahmed out of the Bronx, New York, transferred in from Hutchinson Community College. Junior college All-American out there, averaged 20 and 8. St. John's at the line right now, 8 out of 12. LIU 3 out of 4. And thank goodness for the free throw line if you're St. John's. Got it down to 4. Biggest lead was 10 for LIU. Under 9 to play here, first half. Start up high. Fleet's got good hands for big man outside. Now it's going to step out, in and out. We've had several of those go in and out. Rebound to Tariq Owens.
Yeah, LIU the last couple of sets, though, going around the perimeter a little bit. And there's not traffic there. Good steal.
Trying to go through. And go through. Blocked! And here comes St. John's. Fleming couldn't make it happen. Nice turn away by the Red Storm.
Dave, the beauty of that block by Owens, in my opinion, was the fact that he had to go from right side and then to the left on the reverse and was able to, at full speed, keep his body away from the shooter. That was a remarkable defensive play. See, he's on the right, and he gets the shot block on the left without hitting the shooter in the process. That's a terrific defensive play.
Pons at the line. Good free throw shooter at 88%. Look at the block shots. 3 today already. 4th in the NCAA. St. John's has gone 5.5 minutes without a field goal. They've got 10 points in that span from the line. It's a 2-point game. They were down by 10. A nice run. Pons, he's got 10 points.
So what we've seen defensively, St. John's picking up their intensity. A little token here in the backcourt, but the perimeter at the three-point line much better. What LIU can't do is shy away from driving past people, even though they get pressured a little more. There's a careless turnover.
Indeed. Breakout from Mussini. Couldn't get it. And saved. And here comes LIU.
Go to the middle of the floor.
They got numbers. They got too cute and turned it over. So St. John's has used the free throw line to climb to within 2 of LIU Brooklyn.
This holiday, get a
great teammate, Hall of Famer, on the bench with him. So how about this? St. John's on an 11-5 run, all from the free throw line. LIU started the game shooting 8 for 10 from the field. Since then, 2 for 11 at St. John's. can tie or take the lead on this possession.
Well, they just can't seem to get things going. There you go. Put your shoulder by somebody.
Williams had a good day at the free throw line. Knocks down a mid-range jumper. He's got 6 off the bench. We got a tied ball game.
Yeah, Williams just looks like he's ready to play and happy to get the opportunity to be out there. A lot of life in his body.
Augusto trying to get something started here for LIU. It's a good matchup. He and Ponce, one we're looking forward to. Frank has been the star along the baseline. Got tied up, cross court. Here's a shot by Bradley. No good, and St. John's chance to take the lead.
What was coming easier for LIU is now getting a little bit more difficult with St. John's reacting to the perimeter better and not allowing guys to go by them.
Outside to Ahmed, had a good look at it. Knocks it down. St. John's with the lead at 29-26.
Ahmed has been 10 points or better, 7 of the last 8 games, shooting it at a 41 from long range. So the perimeter guys and guys with some length complementing one another pretty well for St. John's.
St. John's on a 10-0 run. That doesn't blunt it right there. Rebound, Red Storm. Ahmed. Ponce. He's going here.
Ponce goes through with the cut. Little set screen up high.
Lucini created some space. No good. And good blocking out underneath. Frank with the rebound. Little hold by there and heavy contact as Augusto challenges from the right side. Here's Ahmed down in the post. Or outside, rather.
Nice little, yeah, that's the inside. Yeah, that inside-outside is really effective.
Last foul on St. John's on Owens, his second. Augusto at the line, 11 points Tuesday at NC Central. Back rims that, 79% at the line. Big changes here. Got Van Sowers coming back in. Clark is in. And Raekwon Clark all back in the ballgame. Sean Augusto gets the second free throw to go.
LIU is just happy to be back at home. They have 8 games in a row.
It's a remarkable
road. And they came out like they were really happy to be the way they were playing early on.
Lucini shakes free. Back rim, no good. Another rebound for Frank. He's got 8.
When he goes after it, doesn't he? He positions himself well. He blocks out first.
And he's physically put together well enough. No discontinued dribble there, huh?
Well, they've been deflected.
Had to be Clark with the score. Score tied at 29 as we approach 5 minutes to go, first half. Little weave action. Ahmed. Won't work.
Look up. That's a lob pass, though. It's not going to be easy.
Oh, nice hands by Lucini. Back comes St. John's. Lead for Ahmed. Body control. No, it's going to be a foul against LIU. Frank said, wait a minute, I had position. Pleading his case that the initiative was taken here by Ahmed.
And you knew that outlet pass, though, from LIU going down the floor, Dave. Had so much air underneath it.
It was about 2 ticks too late.
Exactly.
.6 rebounds against Fordham in the last outing for Ahmed. He's a double figure, 7 of his last 8 games. Williams back in the lineup, as is Ellison for St. John's. 5:08 to go, first half. More points at the line for the Red Storm, a 31-29 lead. LIU in the Northeast Conference preseason coaches poll, tied for 4th with Mount St. Mary's. Fairleigh Dickinson picked to win that conference in the regular season. St. John's picked 8th in the Big East coaches preseason poll. Nice lead. In traffic, had it turned away. Quindenberg had it, lost it. Frank ends up with it. That Pats might have surprised them. Goes underneath, and the play is made by Raekwon Clark. Boy, what a scramble in tight quarters.
It really was. And it seemed as if Williams was in the air forever just then defensively. And then all of a sudden the ball appeared. Watches. Williams goes up. And then all of a sudden a nice little shift there to make things happen by Clark. You know, LIU just continues to scramble around and stick around with St. John's.
Jack Perry said it. Raekwon Clark's a high motor guy, good athlete. He's out of New Haven, Connecticut, a sophomore. Good leader, too. He's captain of his high school at Hill House High School in New Haven. LIU on top by 1 now. Williams had a nice game. Little jump hook. Well done.
Showing everything. Getting to the line. Little position there. Doing a little bit of work before he caught the basketball. And I like the way he's going, Dave, without really thinking too much in terms of what am I supposed to do with the ball. He's just making instinctive moves, especially on that 12-foot jumper on the left side earlier.
Out for the steal. Down big foul. He almost lost it. He regathered. How about that?
Well, the beauty of being able to get up in the air, Dave, you have time to lose it, regather, finish it off.
You'll have to explain that theory to me, Coach. He's got 10 off the bench. Frank, handoff. Boy, contact off the ball is contact near the ball.
You know, step in those passing lanes, make it happen. You push it ahead of yourself, lose it just for a second, and still finish it off, Sim style. Afternoon.
To the line is Iverson Fleming, senior out of New Brunswick, New Jersey.
I know you got a chance also, Dave, as I did, to see Kentucky on the floor with a little shoot-around before this game. And, boy, they have some size, don't they, when you get up close?
Yes, indeed. Another strong recruiting class for John Calipari. Saturday coming off a huge win. Paige Van Zant ready for her next big challenge against karate master Michelle Waterston. Check it out. UFC Fight Night Saturday at 8 Eastern on Fox, or watch it live on Fox Sports Go.
We'll switch up by LIU, Dave, with the full court pressure right now.
St. John's by a point here with coming up on 3.5 to go. Cassini throws it away. Big miscommunication, he and Pons. He threw the out. Pons was running the go.
That's exactly right.
That is the 8th turnover for St. John's. Frank way outside this time. He's had a fine first half. Goes to meet the ball. They don't get it to him. Fleming. Bats, and he's moving around on the perimeter. Fleming. Frank, nice. The old Jack Sigma turnaround.
Yeah, the reverse pivot.
That shot by Van Sowers is rebounded by Freudenberg.
Pulled that out of your old treasure chest there.
Yeah.
With Jack Sigma,
I covered a lot of those NBA games when they come to New York and New Jersey. Used to love that. The reverse pivot for the big man.
Oh, yeah, forgave you like 3 feet of space.
Yeah, every time.
And he shot it over his head.
Right. Cassini looking for one. Finally knocks him down.
And that's where he's really effective and been playing well for St. John's this year. Just to catch in, stride in for his shots.
It's his first field goal. He's got 5. 5 points in the day. We're under 2.5. First half, St. John's by 4. Redstone trailed by as many as 10.
We're not seeing it as easy as it was for LIU to get to the middle of the floor.
Oh, I thought that was a lead for an alley-oop, and it goes in off the bank. It's open. Julian Batts. Thought for sure that was an alley-oop setup.
Same thing.
Strong side to the weak side. Freudenberg. No, and the rebound goes to Fleming. Two minutes to go, first half. Frank, they wanted it, lost control. Oh, Jimmy, put back, no good. St. John's comes out, and they survive, and no, they don't. They lose it out of bounds. Oh, my goodness.
It's a double by Clark, yeah.
A gimme.
And then he had the second one, which was a gimme with the one-handed tip.
Wow. Words he does not want to hear in films. Coach, run it back again.
Right, exactly. Let's keep moving. Next play.
See what they can generate here. Fleming being guarded by Pons. Looking for some space. Nobody comes free. Frank checks the clock. Step through. Runner. Lane got it.
Well, that's a pretty move, isn't it? You try to get your defensive player moving, first of all. And when you do, you understand you're closing in within 7 or 8 feet. And one quick step through will provide you with the opportunity to get your shot off.
Tie game at 38. 13 for Frank. And the Euro step is so prevalent now by 4s and 5s. Man, jump hook. Oh, my goodness. Old school.
Against the zone, no less.
12 for Darian Williams with a minute to go first half.
And we saw LIU switch up with a 2-3 look just then. And Williams going across the middle of the floor. A rolling screen.
So they're going to get Raekwon Clark for the foul. There's Frank stepping through.
Yeah, it's pretty the way he kept his shoulders squared to the basket, too, to get his shot off and extend it.
They're running hook. Gotta love it. Here's Pons. Boy, the acceleration finger roll won't go. They keep it alive. Going for the bank. And it goes. Bashir Ahmed staying with it on the boards.
That has really been giving St. John's a good lift over the last 3 games in particular, averaging 14 points, 7 rebounds. Look at the way he cranks his back just a little bit. Knows that he's going to get hit with the contact and waits for the contact and to be able to shoot the basketball and concentrate on the way down to finish.
Juan Sowers foul his 3rd. So Jack Perry going to go to his bench. Clark out. And Glenn Fidanga is in the game now. A senior 6'8" from Bangui in Central African Republic. Free throw no good. St. John's 42-38. 35 seconds to go. Long range bombing is Iverson Fleming.
Nobody home there. A little defensive breakdown and lack of communication by St. John's to leave a shooter wide open right in front of Chris Mullen.
St. John's with the ball in a 1-point lead. Pond's going to pound off in the remaining seconds, and now he's ready to go with 10.
Does he get a high screen is the question.
He's taking it very deep. Nice shake. Takes it all the way to the hole. Figaro, no good. Second time he's missed right at the bucket. And there's going to be a foul.
Boy, that might be Williams over the top, I think, the way they're pointing. Chris Mullen standing out there saying we'll be shooting. And I don't think it here.
Fidanga at the line. Just came into the game for the first time. Just his 3rd game of the season.
Yeah, hasn't shot any free throws coming into this afternoon's game.
Good way to get your season going, right?
Exactly.
First one, tied
nice.
ball game, 42 all. For the lead. Won't go. So we're tied at halftime here in Brooklyn, New York at Barclays Center. 5 ties, 5 lead changes. LIU had a 10-point lead, and we're tied now at halftime. The line hit nothing from the field and got them back into the game. They were trailing by as many as 10. Well, here we go. Started the second half. See if Augusto can get something going here. He's matched with Pons. That's a matchup we were looking forward to start the game. Frank had it blocked. St. John's, one of the top shot blocking teams in the nation. 7 on the shot clock. Another block. Sent away by Owens.
And they're quick to get up there, too. That's one of the things that Owens is deceiving. Now, he is 6'11", but he's deceiving because he gets off the floor and rises very quickly.
Yeah. 1 on the shot clock was the shot violation before a foul. So a nice defensive stand there by St. John's. there you have it. One more and they'll be right on point and on schedule.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to have any problem getting to that.
That's the way they're going.
No.
Owens posting. Out to Ellison. Ellison had a nice two-hand jam coming in off the wing, but hadn't done much since. Good looking shot by Sheer Ahmed.
And taking advantage of Zana falling down just then and slipping, so you have a one-dribble bounce. And, you know, Ellison, you touched on him, Dave. He had some good drives and also putting his body into the middle of the paint. He did it again just then.
Rising up for the shot, in and out is Fleming. And what do we got? It's going to be St. John's ball. LIU coming in with a 6-3 record out of the Northeast Conference. I mentioned that preseason coaches poll picked tied for 4th with Mount St. Mary's, FDU, Wagner and Bryant, the top 3 teams.
And I'll be interested to see if LIU can match their aggressiveness from the first half.
And there's what we were talking about earlier, Ellison putting it on the deck.
Yeah, especially in the first 5 minutes of the game. They were very aggressive and confident. And I think Ellison's just going to continue to do that for St. John's. Just continue to think about going by some people because he is pretty quick with the basketball at 6'6".
Leaning shot there goes down for Iverson Fleming. Good looking guard. He's got 10. 2-point St. John's lead.
24 personal fouls called in the first half, Dave. I'm just curious to see if this can go up and down a little smoother, too.
Yeah. Pons not having a big game yet. Another pull-up.
Oh, he's got
that's nice. Well done by Iverson Fleming. Yeah, don't guard him, I'm shooting.
Yeah, and the decision not to take it too far, right? When you get a free shot, take the open shot, the mid-range. Did I just say take the mid-range shot?
Yeah, you did.
Many people don't do that anymore.
sounds like a game we did back in '93. We were talking about that.
Pretty.
Reverse. Makes it work, Tariq Owens.
And that's Ellison again, breaking people down off the dribble.
Going for the block. And what do we got? A foul. Looks like it was afterwards. As Zana was working the baseline. So Owens, that'll be his 3rd. Team first foul. So Zana at the line. And he's got 5 points. Front rims that one. Nura Zana out of Kaduna in Nigeria. So back to the line. 5 points and 6 rebounds. His average coming into today's game. Empty trip. Pons rebounds.
Yeah, good work by Pons. Second line there. Get up.
Boy, heck of a job to even get a finger on that one. But LIU taking advantage. Frank Towers blocked. Gotta like the way he attacked the basket there.
Yeah, Pons with a good rebound off the missed free throw, but not a good decision on that long pass down the other end. Allows LIU and Frank to come back strongly. He's not afraid to mix it up with some people.
Not at all. Frank impressive. 4th foul on Owens.
6'7", 230. Frank will go to the line for his 2.
Frank with 12 points, make that 13 points, 10 rebounds, his 3rd double-double this season. Federico Mussini is back in the game. He'll replace Owens. Mussini's been an instant offense guy for St. John's lately, but didn't have a big first half at all. 5 points, 1 of 5 from the field. That rattles home. 1 point deficit for LIU.
A little trap situation. That might have been a kick.
Yeah,
good
was.
Call. Yep, you get the diagonal official making that call. Matt Potter in terrific position to make that call in front of us.
Played 3 minutes here, second half. Ahmad attacking, drops it down, turns it over, and LIU takes control.
I like the way LIU is continuing to look up the floor, to push it, get it up the floor, and if you have something, go with it. But if not, reset as they're doing right now. Nice hesitation.
That worked. Too strong off the glass. They keep it alive. It'll be St. John's ball.
Sometimes it's hard to do that hesitation move, Dave, without putting your hand underneath the ball and doing a little cup action.
I've seen that a lot over the years.
Yeah. You and I would have been fast if we were able to do that.
Yeah. Retirement wouldn't have come so early. Outside, a little short. Kept alive. Look at this. St. John's ends up with it.
Where is it?
And Augusto in a hurry. Wow. Going to blow by and turned away by Mussini with the foul. That's a good foul. Mussini, his first. Team third of St. John's holding a 1-point lead.
You know, that could be a little bit of a factor as we go along here. 3 quick fouls. You know, the first almost 4 minutes of the half for St. John's.
And out of bounds on St. John's. Gotta like what Augusto's doing. He knows that Frank's having a great game against his front court. Feed him, and he's been in great position pretty much the entire ballgame.
Yeah, and that's the key, right? Frank is just not, you know, sitting there waiting for him to make a good pass. He's making it an easy task for him to throw the ball to him because he's using his body to position. Here he comes again.
Get it to him.
Yeah, it's just a basic shuttle cut.
Oh, nice pass.
Nice.
Free shot. That is some good execution by the Blackbirds at Norizana.
Keep it hopping. Don't hold on to the ball. Don't freeze it. It sits in your hands for 2 or 3 seconds. It's easier to defend as they come back in a 2-3 look.
6 lead change in the ballgame. Ellison pushing the envelope.
That's more difficult to drive against that zone, Dave, with the guy behind him. Second guy in there stopping that baseline drive.
Pons attacks, gets Mussini. 3 in the shot clock. Ahmed with the left hand, no good. Rebound Zana. Here comes LIU. Augusto pushing tempo in the lane. Step through, hit it, block. St. John's back the other way. Pons, runner, lane is good.
Pretty good decision, too, by Mussini not to do too much with the basketball. He's like a point guard, but he's at the 2 spot right now and hands it off to Pons for an easy runner through the lane.
12 points for Pons. Frank, wow, off the dribble. Big rebound for St. John's. Yakwe in the game. That's way outside. Deep one. Score it. A triple for Pons. He's got 15.
You know, the quickness of that shot, too, Dave, not having to elevate too high on it. It's almost just like a set shot with just a little bit of lift. And puts a quick 5 points on the board for Pons.
Augusto to Fleming, feed the post. Zana's been doing well. Goes glass. Well done.
It sure was. You catch that little bounce and bump before he got into his shots. And there's a couple of ways to get separation: to step away and reverse pivot, or put your shoulder against the guy in the chest and make it happen.
Zana with 9. Pons looking for more. No. Rebound and a foul on the play. And we'll take a timeout here from Brooklyn at the Barclays Center. In Brooklyn's own Shamari Pons for St. John's, their leading scorer, has been on fire his last few games. If I remember my history correctly, St. John's original campus was in Brooklyn.
Okay.
Inside 2. Oh, and a foul. Tried to go to Yakwe. Consume Yakwe out of Mali, South Africa. Iverson Fleming. His foul number 2. Yakwe at the line, 68%. Made the Big East All-Freshman team last year. Almost 3 block shots a game. Big left-hander. Chris Mullen has gone out and found some length. And
yeah,
the guy you want to watch, too, just came back into the game, is Darian Williams, senior transfer from City College in San Francisco.
Halfway at the line with the 2, Dave, but he blocked 7 shots earlier this season against Delaware State.
Pressure here by the Red Storm.
That'll help your average a little bit, too, I think.
It will. Fleming. Nice pass. Wide open Zana. Intermediate shot. No. Kept alive. Foul over the top. Looks like it's going to be Frank. And it is. That'll be his 3rd.
That's a nice way to break the press, though, wasn't it? From pushing the ball up the floor, they get that easy 10-foot jumper. Just pulled the string just a touch on it.
There's LIU showing some full court pressure.
Yeah, looking for a trap at half court once it comes close to them.
Pons Goes cross court to Ellison.
It looks like they go back to almost like a 2-3 look, which almost looks like a matchup when you kick a guy off and fill.
Musini straight on three. Largest lead for St. John's. Big three there, 58-51, Red Storm.
Yeah, it's a big 3 minutes and change right now for LIU. You can sense a little bit of rhythm. St. John's with some good bounce defensively.
Gusto sets his feet, won't go. Rebound Williams. He's had a fine game. Musini.
Now you come down and you get a good shot. You're up 7. You don't have to rush into it and take a bad shot.
Greg St. Jean wanting Musini to handle it.
They're back in their man-to-man defense.
And a bump there by Van Sowers. That'll be his 4th.
Smart by Musini, too. Understand that you're a guard who can handle the ball. You get a big guy at 6'8" or so, a little slower than you. Make sure you use it. Go by people and get the body action. Get the extra foul up on the board.
Van Sowers out. Julian Batts back in. Pons to Musini. Tees it up. No. Goes Williams. Reverse pivot. And in for a travel.
That was a quick drop step just then, Dave.
But you got to like that kid's activity today, coming in off the bench. Williams with 12 points. St. John's. Turnabout fair play. Full court pressure.
And Williams is 4 for 4 from the field and 4 for 4 from the free throw line in that first half.
Frank has not had many touches. Good roll there. Nothing. Frank attacks, goes hard, lost control, loose ball. They get on the floor, and the arrow's going to give it to St. John's.
You know what those drivers need to be careful with, especially on the second and third dribbles, is that gives the secondary shot blocker time to climb over from the weak side. So must be careful from the LIU perspective.
Jack Perry, 50-year coach, 7 years as an assistant here. See how St. John's handles the pressure. No panic by any stretch.
Yeah,
they back it off.
Yeah, they have 3 guards out there when you look at Musini. And there's Ellison and across the palms, Dave. So they shouldn't be reacting in a negative sense. They should be poised and just make sure they're running their sets.
Musini, another straight on 3. Loose ball. Ellison, and he got fouled by Zana. So for Zana, to give it to Batts. That'll be his second.
Puts 5 on the board against LIU from a team perspective.
Ellison inbound. It's the Pons. Doesn't use boy. He got by quickly, did he? Williams looking for help. Feed the post.
See if he's confident enough to go again with it.
Jump hook off the glass. No, flying in.
He knew what he wanted to do with it, though, didn't he, Dave?
Yaqui was flying in. There's Gusto around the horn. Frank, good look. And he buries it. He's got 17 points. Jerome Frank, the leading scorer for the Blackbirds.
Gusto just continues to run the show pretty nicely with his speed. Flying that time along the right side and the baseline.
Well, what a pick. Wow. And then too much handling there. Pons lost it. Got knocked out of bounds. When we come back, it'll be St. John's basketball. 11:22 to go here in Brooklyn. Frank having an outstanding day for the Blackbirds, who trail by 4. Advantage. St. John's off the bench. And Williams today, he's got 12 points. And on the season, he'd only played 13 minutes. He's played about 15 minutes today.
You know, it's a big afternoon when you put up 12 and your season averages, they have a 0 and a point before it. 0.5.
All of a sudden, the opposing coach goes, who's that guy?
Exactly. Did we have him in the lineup?
Hey, whose scout was it? Raekwon Clark back in for Julian Batts. Picked up a foul. That was his 3rd.
St. John's can drive it a little bit, even though Musini pops off that screen.
Oh, good quick look by Pons. Oh, man. Talk about being a step ahead. Freudenberg was surprised. St. John's pressure. Give it to Gusto.
LIU now at 16 fouls, Dave. So that's why St. John's at the offensive end can get aggressive going towards the basket.
Zana holds on. Augusto to Frank. Frank, pull up. Oh, he's a good-looking player. Jerome Frank's got 19.
And nothing wrong defensively with Ahmed then. Defensively playing right on his hip, right on his right side. Didn't let him go by him.
Bashir Ahmed lost control. Yes, he did. Turn it over. Traveling violation.
So watch the quick push. Shakes him a little bit, right to his left. And where is he? Straight up, right in his face, and he goes over the top. Frank does for a nice little jumper there.
14 turnovers for St. John's. LIU Brooklyn. Can Tyre take the lead here? Gusto, runner, off the glass, no. Freudenberg rips it down. Pons.
Pretty good emphasis on Pons just then, making sure that he doesn't go all the way to the basket and dictate the flow of the offensive set.
Really good recognition.
Yep, LIU, both guys, big and small.
Pretty good ball movement. Pons trying to use his quickness, but Gusto is right with him. 6-shot clock. Pons flip, no. Rebound to Zana.
He's got to get up and get back on defense.
They got a power play. Runner and a little short. Rebound. Fleming's got it. Throws it up. Drew the foul. Boy, that is classic schoolyard. Just go up and scream, ouch, I got hit.
You got that right, Dan, because he threw his body. He didn't care whether that ball was really going in or not, just as long as he got to the free throw line.
That is well done.
81% free throw shooter. Figure out, it's more important at that particular point to get to the line.
Iverson Fleming coming off a 16-point performance at North Carolina Central. Back-to-back losses for LIU. Lost it at Carney Word, 90-79. NC Central, 79-56. Meanwhile, St. John's looking for its 4th consecutive win.
Fleming, a good free throw shooter, has touched on with 80+%. 12 for 12 earlier this year from the line against Maine. Smooth, huh?
Yeah, good form. Great rotation. 7-0 run for LIU, tied at 58. 7th tie we've had in the ball game.
Well, they've made their statement so far. 30 minutes of action. They're not going away.
No, they had a 10-point lead early on in the first half. St. John's had to use the foul line to get back in it. Williams with 9 on the shot clock. Mussini with 5. Bashir Ahmed. Oh, nice tie-up. Oh, I thought it might have been a tie-up on that one.
Look at that shot clock, too. 1 second on the shot clock.
Raekwon Clark. That's his second. 1-1 in effect, and boy, that works out well for St. John's. They caught a break.
That's because he was aggressive with the ball. On the left side of the floor, he put his head down, and he understood the shot clock was against him.
Twelve and 6. Good afternoon's work for Bashir Ahmed. Oh my goodness, are you kidding? Traveling violation. Frank and Zana. That's a tough break.
Yeah, not a St. John's player around them.
That'll cost him Ajita.
So you want to be a coach, huh?
Yeah, right? Man, oh man. Mussini, they leave him alone. And he's missed his last 3. And all 3, he's had his feet set, too.
Yep. Well, they set that out of bounds play for him to come off a double screen at the free throw line. All he needs to do is set those feet and shoot it.
Gusto. Extra pass, knocked away. In trouble. Muscled it in. Oh, that's impressive. Zana.
Yeah, by the time Zana got that basketball, he had to reach to the left side of the basket. But then his right foot was still planted on the strong side, allowing him to go up on the strong side on the right.
Nicely done with the extension by Malik Ellison.
I'll tell you why that layup goes in quickly, Dave, is that underhand scoop is the fastest way to get it to the glass rather than treating it traditionally. If he decides to take that ball and turn it over on his hand, that's going to get swatted out of there.
He's got 6. Oh, Zana. He got away with a walk there. No, he didn't get away with it. I was going to say.
I think a couple of guys did in there.
He was ready to crush one down. But this is good work underneath here.
See, he was able to, he had the left foot planted and able to take that right back over onto the right side of the floor, get it up off the floor. Notice how the defender is frozen, doesn't have time to get it because it's bounce, underhand layup.
That's the advantage, too, being right-handed on the left side.
Yes, exactly.
With a small window to work with.
People will traditionally say, well, you're on the left side of the court, you have to shoot it lefty. No, you don't. You have to put the ball in the basket is what you have to do.
He might have been eating leather if he'd gone. That got partially blocked. It was. Here comes LIU. Score tied at 60. Under 8 to go. Gusto, runner. Got it!
Man, is he fast with the ball, isn't he?
Two-time state champion in the state of Washington at Garfield High School in Seattle.
Woo. You might be able to run to Seattle that quickly. Seriously. Beat a plane there. Oh, watch that passing lane. Good hold of the ball there by Owens.
7.5 to go. Ahmed wants it left hand, and it rolls. Good looking play by Bashir Ahmed, showing him put it on the floor. He's got 14. Good ball game, 62 all with 7:15 to go. We'll weave outside. Gusto with a change of pace. And Sowers, no. Feed the post. Zana wants it. Spun right into a double team. Gave it up for Rush. Oh, that was nice. Raekwon Clark. LIU Brooklyn leads by 2.
And the confidence is starting to pick up a notch, too, for LIU.
Hans hasn't had a shot in a while. Fires it up. And trades one from deep, falling away.
This is a nice basketball game to start things off here in Brooklyn.
18 points for Pons.
And the pace is good, Dave. They haven't been fouling as much in the last couple of minutes.
Little guy raises up. No rebound. Goes to Owens, who's back in the game for St. John's. Pons back the other way. Good ball handle. Looking for room. Wide open. Yakwe, air ball. And here comes LIU. Gusto challenging. Now balance the floor. St. John's is looking for its 4th consecutive win. LIU trying to end a 2-game losing run here.
Good set again, away from the basketball. Good move.
Sowers feeling it. And the jump pass. Let's see. It's going to go against Van Sowers. And that'll be his 5th. He's done.
Here we go, Dave Augusto. Let's call him a Costo. He's got
points and 11 boards. Oof. That's big time. Nora Zana, 11 and 9. 3 double-figure scores for St. John's. Pons.
Good step in.
Finds Williams. A little short. Rebound. Pons hit the underneath of the backboard.
They ran that set for Williams just then, Dave, based on what you said about his first half.
Yeah. Left it a little short. Here's a quick matchup. Pons against Augusto. Zana attacking. Iverson Fleming outside. Take it right into a double team.
Somebody's got to help him. There you go. Find out.
4 on the shot clock. Fleming hoists one up. Won't go. And what do we got? Keep it right here.
I agree with that call.
Exactly 5 minutes to go here in regulation. Fleming and Augusto, Zana, Frink, and Raekwon Clark on the court right now for LIU. Feed the post. This man's been outstanding. Man gives post a layup right underneath.
And it goes the other way.
Oh my goodness. Zana had a gimme from Frink on the setup. I thought Frink was going to shoot it himself. And in the process, Frink picks up his 4th foul. That's a killer. That's a tough possession.
Yeah, if that shot goes down, you don't have the foul, so now you go down the other end, and Williams
turns it into points. Their team fouls, LIU 9 team fouls, St. John's 4. Julian Batts back in the game, and he'll have to pick up Frank.
Yep, they go small.
Yeah, 454 will mark that down, so he checks out 454 with 4 fouls. Back rim no good, Zana rebounds. 8th rebound for Zana. Make that 10, beg your pardon, 10. Augusto outside. Boy, that's a tough shot for a little guy. Nervy to go that deep, too.
Yeah, one of the things about it, too, right before that set, good action away from the basketball, too, for LIU. Those early fouls mounted up, though, against LIU. They picked up 3 in the first 4 minutes of this second half, and now all of a sudden they're at the line and 10 up on the board. And you get a pair right here.
It's a team foul. 3rd foul on Raekwon Clark.
Takes a little bit of the pressure off you when you have the, you have the 2.
Shamari Pond's been a real dynamic scorer for St. John's. He's got 18 today, and Williams had a good performance there.
One of those big possessions for LIU right now. Defensively for St. John's with their 4-point lead.
Feed the post down low, Zana, and among 3, and makes it happen. Nora Zana.
Well, their action away from the basketball, Dave, is so good in terms of, first of all, getting themselves set, and second of all, the timing of when they deliver. Really well-coached squad.
Ooh, there's a turnover forced by LIU.
Yeah, what happens when you go off the floor and leave your feet? Double team comes your way, guys that jump in passing lanes, and if you're in the air, you better make sure you get rid of it in a hurry and not there for St. John's.
Ellison turns it over. Hall of Famer Chris Mullen, 2nd-year coach at St. John's. Expressing himself to the referee. Tie or the lead on this possession for the Blackbirds. Frank back in the game. Wants a clear out, working his way in. Jump hook, left hand, no, kept alive. Good job by Zana. Here's Frank, spin, blast, no, he'll shoot 2. 3:39 to go. LIU Brooklyn against the Big East St. John's. They're hanging tough. Johnny's only lead by 2. An 0-4 championship down in New Orleans when Diana Taurasi went off on a very good Tennessee ball club. Talk to Carol Lawson about that. This young man has been outstanding all afternoon. Jerome Frank, St. Anthony's, Jersey City, transferred in from Florida International. Like so many guys we see, got homesick, had to come back to the New York metro area. In and out. 1 point, St. John's lead and the ball. Did he go to Pons here?
No, I think you set some high screens for him, at some point. Here comes one right now. And let him make a good decision with it.
Ellison's been better off the drive than shooting. He goes on the drive and scores.
And they were able to get that basketball out of Pons' hands, and that's the beauty of having 3 guards on the floor for St. John's. Musini being one of them. But Ellison, his ability to put that ball on the floor and go by people.
All his points in the paint today. Under 3, Fleming left alone, and he drills it.
And Musini gets hung up on that high screen out front also. The recognition by Fleming. These guys are keeping the pressure on with the basketball coming at St. John's.
Fleming with 16. Ellison, not a shooter, drives it, had it blocked. What do we got? Keep it right here.
Oh, he was smothered coming to the lane there. Without a foul.
A hard drive and some good 2:35 to go. Here's your game reset. possession arrow for the Blackbirds of Long Island University. 1 foul to give for the Red Storm. 2.5 to go in the ball game. Down low, they found Yakwe. A lot of movement in there.
Yeah, you got to go quickly if you catch it there.
Ellison, that's a big-time block by Raekwon Clark.
It's a shot clock violation at the same time.
They've done a fine job.
Good block here. That would have been St. John's basketball if not for the shot clock violation.
LIU Brooklyn with 3 block shots today, 7 for St. John's. Again, a chance to take the lead. Augusto turns the corner, nothing there.
Rossini a better job getting around it. Second time, staying with him, trying to keep him in front of him.
2 minutes left in the ballgame. Nice catch, Zana. Wheels, muscles, got blocked! Blocked by St. John's, and here come the Red Storm.
Yeah, the body bump just then, Dave, separated a little bit, but then it allowed the defensive player to stay with him even further. Nice reaction defensively by St. John's.
8th blocked by the Red Storm, 2nd.
You were wondering when they were going to start climbing on the shot, block shots, because LIU did not get many blocked.
Rossini, they need it. Got it!
Pretty stepped in. What we talked right from the beginning of this game with Ellison's ability to get into the middle of the lane. Beautiful dish to Rossini.
11 and a quick answer. Iverson Fleming right back at him. 73-72 St. John's.
All right, just when you think that St. John's is going to pull away just a touch, what a great answer.
And immediate, too.
Yeah, from long range, too, I might add.
A lot of confidence. 1 minute left in this ball game. Hines, handoff to Ellison. It's a driver, not a shooter. Ball game. Oh, it's a kick.
Yep. Pick up 11 seconds on this possession because of that kick. There's that double, and there was the reaction.
That was nice. And 54-1 left on the clock. Red Storm to inbound. Get it to Pons. Got Augusto on him. Underneath. Oh, he had it, dropped it. Turnover. That's a critical turnover by Yakwe. Couldn't hold on to the pass. And a timeout called by Long Island University Brooklyn.
Pretty nice set.
They come back to a 42-all tie at halftime and now battling to win a game here.
Can't let him go by you. Going to the middle of the floor.
Gusto. Out of time. Taking off the clock. Give it to Fleming.
He can get his own shot off. Let's see what Pons, how he reacts defensively.
10 on the shot clock. Fleming takes it deep. Double clutch and it goes! What a shot!
With Pons on his right side, too. He had to tuck that basketball away to be able to put that shot up. And not only that, but put it off the glass.
10th lead change. That was special. Wow. When was the last time you saw a double clutch that late in the game with that much left?
Well, the thing a line, rather.
Iverson Fleming scored the last 7 for LIU. Has them in front now by 1. St. John's inbounds. Trying to get it to Pons. Overplay by Augusto. Pons has got it. Gets a pick. Trying to shake free. Pons. They take it away. It's taken away by LIU, but lost right back.
Wow. What a step-out defensive play against a guy who can handle the basketball.
Nora Zana. Fine defensive play. No timeouts. Ooh. So you got Frank guarding on the inbound. Get it to Ellison. Ellison, they look for something down low. Ellison going to take it on a drive. He got deep, turned away, turned it over, and Zana's got it! LIU Brooklyn with 4.1 to go. Chance to extend the lead and hold off St. John.
Much more difficult.
Oh, here we go.
He can't run either.
Gusto, go for the steal. And St. John's bench is irate.
I think it's a deflection. They're probably going to check that one out too. To see Williams go over the top for a lob too.
Here we go. 3.2 seconds to go. Rossini. Pons gets free. Couple of dribbles. It's up in the air.
got a shot.
Long Island University of Brooklyn, playing not far from campus, defeats Chris